Anthony Acevedo was the only Mexican American Holocaust survivor in American history. Welcome to my series, Latinos in American History that they don't teach you in school. This is part 2 of Anthony Acevedo's story. After Anthony Acevedo was captured by the Nazis in 1945, he was sent to one of the least talked concentration camps in World War II, a camp called Verga. And this wasn't just any camp, it was a sub-camp of Buchenwald, and it was where the Nazis sent the prisoners to die through forced labor. A place the US government didn't want you to know existed, a place where American soldiers were sent to die. Anthony and 349 other US soldiers, many of them Jewish or undesirables, were singled out, beaten, starved, and worked to the bone. They were given bread made out of sawdust and glass and soup made from cats and rats. They were forced to dig tunnels for 12-hour shifts with barely any food or clean water. Anthony was a combat medic, and even in that hell, he did everything he could to keep people alive, using melting snow to clean wounds, torn fabrics for bandages. The Germans told him clearly, your job is to keep them alive so they can keep working. People were dying around him daily, from exhaustion, disease, torture, and starvation. And through it all, Anthony kept a secret diary. He wrote down every name, every death, every detail he could, the names of the fellow American soldiers, the date they died, the cause, the conditions, what they were fed, what the guards did. He documented everything. That diary became the only record of what truly happened in Verga. But here is where it gets even more unbelievable. When Anthony and the other survivors were rescued, the US Army made them sign affidavits promising that they will never speak about what they saw or they will face jail at the federal level. The Army covered it up for decades. No recognition, no justice, just silence. And it wasn't until 2008 when CNN aired a story about Anthony's story that the truth finally came to light. A full year later, the Army finally acknowledged what had happened at Verga. But Anthony, he had already been carrying that weight for over 60 years. That little diary spoke for hundreds who've never got to come home, and now it speaks for him too. Part 3, I'll tell you how Anthony finally shared his truth and what his legacy means for all of us. Follow and share to keep this story alive. Our story shouldn't be forgotten.